sort of seeing the tip of that storm line here. Maybe not tornadoes, maybe what are we looking at?
So we're looking at a line of stronger storms that could make their way through, but the stronger storms, the real stronger storms that are further down south, Oklahoma, Texas, parts of Kansas, those are already going right now. We're waiting for our storms out west to get here, and we just see clouds filling in right now, so there's not too many concerns thus far as we move through the remainder of the evening. But just to show you the setup right here, you can see that area of low pressure. It's really a classic plains tornado setup for some. The warm sector here in front of that dry line, where you can see a lot of storms have already formed on that dry line through Kansas and Oklahoma. The warm front up north, right on the Kansas-Nebraska border, and it doesn't look like it's going to lift much further north into our area, which limits a bit of our severe potential. Really what it means is a lot of our storms are going to be elevated. The majority of that risk is the moderate risk, a 4 out of 5. That is in central Kansas down to central Oklahoma. But for us, we're in a slight risk and a marginal risk. The marginal risk, a 1 out of 5. The slight risk, 2 out of 5. Just below that, along the I-80 corridor and southward. So for us, it's wind, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, the hail that could be close to that 2-inch mark, and flash flooding in some localized area could be a concern depending on where those pockets of heavier rainfall end up. So we're going to start Storm Predictor here. You can see the clouds kind of filling in, and there's the storms out west around 9 p.m. Not in our viewing area yet. By 10 p.m., Lincoln, Beatrice is what this model is picking up on, and these are the storms that could be on the stronger side. But notice how they're really along and south of I-80, and it looks like they'll be that way pretty much the entire night. 11 p.m., there's midnight. They're more in western Iowa now. 1 a.m., still shifting east, and then Beatrice, maybe seeing a stronger storm down there. By 2 a.m., they're almost out of here. Some light showers still going on, and then by 5 a.m. and through the rest of the morning, maybe a few lingering showers, but for the most part, the severe risk is out of there. In terms of how much rain we're talking here, it's isolated pockets. Some areas 1/4 of an inch, some areas less than that, and Shenandoah could expect even more than that. So it's really going to be some isolated pockets of rainfall that we'll be tracking for you as we go into the late overnight hours. Temperature right now is 79 degrees, a southeast breeze at 16 miles per hour, bringing that moisture in here. But look at the warm temperatures we have. A lot of areas close to 80 degrees right now. Omaha just at 79, right under that. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, so those thunder showers are hopefully moved out by then, temperatures will sit right near the 60-degree mark, but I think most of us will be in the upper 50s at the time. For tomorrow's high temperature, looking at the mid-70s for most of us. Some of us could get close to 80 depending on how far south you are, Lincoln, Beatrice, Falls City area. And we do have a slight chance of seeing another thunder shower move through for tomorrow, but the severe risk with those extremely low. They'll be scattered, and the majority of the time you might just be left with partly cloudy skies. But overnight hours, another chance of a little bit of a line of storm swimming through, but those don't look all too severe either. We're just expecting a really quick line of showers with that. Monday, Memorial Day, looking nice, 77 degrees, one of our favorite temperatures here at Channel 7. Tuesday, Wednesday, we dry out quite a bit. Temperatures sitting in the mid to upper 70s. Another chance of maybe some rain or thunderstorms coming on Thursday or Friday.